Alright, so back to the drawing board. I was messing around and got the proper length that I need to actually make a really good, nice, tight bubble up here on top. Like I said, this wasn't the greatest bubble that I did on there, and I should have just done some practice runs to it before I actually dove into it. But you know, when you're in the heat of the moment of things happen. We're gonna really do, we're just gonna come in real close. I'm gonna take a hacksaw and just cut off as much as I can. Actually, I'm almost thinking of just taking it to the grinding wheel and then just grinding it down, because I want to save as much as I can, because as you guys can see, it's pretty reduced in there. I cut it almost to size, but with what the bubble flare is going to be, it's going to get a little tighter, which is not a totally bad thing, because once I button it all down, I'm hoping that it'll stretch out a little bit more. But it's going to give me a little bit of a battle. So it's also because it's a stainless steel line. Nothing really significant, so I'm just going to try and take it down a little bit. I don't want to lose so much. So what I did, I'll show you in a minute my little practice run. So I'm going to go ahead and grind this down real quick. Doesn't matter, I can't see anything anyways. Got a little bit of a high ridge right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack it again. What I have here is a hydraulic line maker. My Master Cool. This is actually my brother's kit. He bought it a while back when he was working for First Student as a diesel mechanic for them. And you know, it has been an amazing one, man. Now I really like it. It does a lot. It does really good with a lot. And you know what? It just takes a little bit of playing around to figure it out. So, like I said, I didn't do the perfect bubble flare on our initial line right here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So the reason I grinded it down was just to give me, just take the least amount possible to save me the most here, because I don't want to lose too much. But it looks like it did a pretty good job, so I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. I gotta put in my fitting in here before I forget, and then I bubbled it out, and it's gonna be useless. So what I did, you know, from the access of this, because this was like that, I cut this piece off right here, and then I just ran a couple tests. This is my first test, and this is my second test. As you guys could tell, it's gotten better, and if we got a little glimpse of this one before, it was worse than this. So I kind of got the idea of what was going on, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm using my bubble flare setup. That's 4 mil right there. Says it right on there. Oops, on the dies. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it inside here. Now, what I initially did, so you guys could see, has that recess there. And what that does is for this piece right here, the little plunger, oops, sorry, and then you look in there, this is what's really going to make that bubble flare for you right there. It's just going to flare out from there. It's just squeezing it, and it goes in there like that. So my mistake was, when I initially did it, I only left about, I was trying to make it like a regular flare, which that doesn't work. You would leave kind of superficially like that, just a little bit over to give you that little trumpet look. Well, I don't need that. What I actually needed to do was to bring it out to the length to be even with the block, or the die here has to be about that high up in the air, so it gives that perfect bubble. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this one better. We're going to put our fitting in there, our line fitting. We're going to do the bubble flare and go back and reinstall it. Now, initially when I started to do it, this guy right here got a little bit, we lost a little bit of thread right there on both ends, got a little bit marred. No big deal though, as long as the rest of it looks pretty cool. We're not gonna lose too much sleep over that. So as you can tell, we did do a good job grinding it down, because it does, my fitting does come in, does come out. All right. And so now, bear with me guys, because this takes a little bit of a guessing game. You gotta have to like kind of eyeball it in there, and then since I am not in the best position here, and this is a little bit of cumbersome, of a flaring kit, you know, but it's amazing. Trust me, man. This thing is the bee's knees. So it says, oh, come on. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead, make sure that's flat down, and I'm gonna go with that distance. And you can see I got it out there pretty far out. So I think I got that pretty good. I'm gonna make sure my die is completely set down. Now I'm gonna lock it in place. Alright. Get our die in here. Little plunger. That sits in there like that. So what's gonna happen, that little guide is gonna sit right inside the line and then just squeeze the rest around it. So giving it that little mushroom tip like that. So I'm actually going a little bit higher than what I did on this. So I'm hoping to get a nice looking bubble flare when I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this another half a turn right there, a little bit of a turn. Here we go. So I want to make sure that it lines up somewhat in there. Come on in there. Alright. So I can see it, that the tip is falling right into place of the tube. I'm gonna go ahead and get it down there. Turn on for the hydraulic. Vaya con Dios. See if it did it. Doesn't look like it did it. It actually looks like it pushed it down just. Yep, still too loose. Reset this up. See, I just pushed down the line. Again, this is these stainless steel lines are pretty hard, man. They're pretty hardcore. So just know that these dies got to be pretty. They have to actually be pretty nice and straight and flush and kind of get you that. All right, go a little higher since that tip's a little marred. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop. I can load it. Yeah, see, I can see it moving it out. Yeah, this hose has got to be really tough because it's battling me. And I don't know why it was so easy on the first one. And right now it's just being a jerk. I'm catching it, but it just seems to be sliding right down. Try it again. Gotta get a flare on here. Guess I thought I figured it out, but I guess I didn't. Take 40. Alright. I think I got it down as much as it can go. Yeah, see the dies are a little crooked. I gotta readjust these. It's really tricky, that's the only thing, guys. So just be patient and I'm sure you'll get it. I'm pretty sure I get it. Hope to get it. Come on, bud. Work with me. See what it does. Nope, she keeps sliding down. Damn it. Yeah. Keeps sliding down. She ain't even catching. Alright, guess I'll have to figure something out. Probably try a tighter die. And now I got a couple here, so let's try that. Try this 3/16. It's obviously going to be a little bigger, but what I mean by that, it's the line. I think the line's just going to be a little bigger and a little more opening here in the This has been one of the hardest lines to make. For some odd reason, she doesn't want to take here. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it ain't too bad. Now if I can get this one and put it on the other die and see if I can get it to work. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the die and see if I can make it work. Holding it in place from down there. It looks like it'd be holding on pretty evenly. Nope. Nope. It's just moving the whole die down. And I can see it moving the line out now. Well, I didn't bubble it, but gave it a little bit more of a shape. So we're gonna have to see if we can run with that. Ain't too bad. It's not what I wanted, but I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and replace our dies, because at least that one. Because I mean, it's giving us a flare, but just not the size that I want. I'm hoping that when I get it into the into our hydro booster, it'll just hold. Because she's funny looking. I'll give her that much. Damn you! It really worked earlier, but that's kind of what you want right there. Actually, this is kind of what you want. I'm not too happy with that. A little funny ridge right here, but I think I actually took these guys off. There we go. It's just really tough in here. Here we go. And there we go. I'll put it out far enough. Yeah, now we can just put these back in there. And there we go. Well, it seems to have bolted up pretty good. It's set, and hopefully it works. So, everybody on Facebook, please and thank you. Give us some couple likes, guys. If you're looking for a fox body, we put them on there from cheap to new. Well, you know what I mean. Not new, but at new prices. The 50,000 stuff. And you know, thanks to everybody on our Instagram, guys. Go on there, give us a couple likes. You know, a couple thumbs up always helps. And of course, never forget our YouTube channel, guys. If you know anybody that can benefit from any of this content, pass it on. Please give us a couple likes, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe, because this takes quite a bit to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. We'll see you soon. You guys have a good night.